Hello everyone, this is Tatiana, Confessions of a Slavic Girl, and today I want to share with you the 5 big lies that they raise you with growing up as an Eastern European woman. It's Friday today, the sun is shining, the weather is getting warmer and warmer, and basically I look like a normal Slavic girl on a Friday night because this is how we look. We take care of ourselves and we just look 100% all the time. But we're not talking about this today. Lie number 1, be a good girl and everything is gonna be okay. What it actually means, translating from Slavic to normal, this means be comfortable, be obedient, don't ask for too much, don't be disrespectful, always look 100%. Just do everything without asking any questions, without raising any doubts, without asking yourself how I'm feeling, and with ignorance towards your own feelings, because you are being taught that if you're a good girl, you're not raising your voice. If you're a good girl, you're not asking questions. If you're a good girl, you're just obedient and quiet all the time. This is what it means. Being convenient. This is what it means to be a good girl in the Eastern European society. Lie number 2. If, as a woman, you talk about money, you talk about security, you talk about protection, it means you're a gold digger. It means you're materialistic, and women are shamed for this here. Meanwhile, the man can say that, oh, you're supposed to cook, to clean, to raise babies, to go to work sometimes, and to do all of these things, but not ask for support, not ask for protection, and you're not allowed to ask about the man's ability to provide. You're not allowed to ask about his principles. You're not allowed to ask about his ambitions, because the moment you question a man, you are not a good girl. Point number 1. Lie number 1. See? Everything is done for the woman to be convenient. And okay, being convenient, cooking, cleaning, that's all fine. But what is my security? No one wants you to provide with security, because if you're secure, that means you can leave. And if you can leave, that means you can be independent. If you have your own money and if you're allowed to raise your voice, not in the society, no. Not in my family either. I was never allowed to question my father. Even the situations when I clearly saw a hypocrisy or a lie, and I would question it, I was just being told, again, lie number 1, that I'm not a good woman and I'm not doing what a good woman is supposed to be doing. That's it. Lie number 3, loyalty means being quiet. Oh, this is a good one for me, because imagine how much strength and courage it took me to block my family. Imagine being raised your whole life to think that you're not allowed to question anything, you have to do what you're told, and all these things, and to have the courage to just say no. I did it at 30 years old, but thank God I did it, because other people live like this their whole life. They just live under other people's expectations, under society's expectations, and just not leading a happy life. That's the main point, because if they were actually happy, then that's fine. But when you're teaching someone to be in a certain way, but then that person sees a bad example, how do you want someone to repeat it? And for it to actually make sense in the person's head. And now in their story, I am the villain. I am the scapegoat. I am just everything they taught me not to be. Because again, loyalty means being quiet, means just enduring what is happening, never asking why, and never setting your own limits, which is crazy if you ask me. Line number 4 is that you have to think about what other people will think, because image is often perceived as more important than the actual truth, because the society cares more about you doing all the roles that they want you to, rather than you actually being happy doing all of that stuff. A quick example, when I told my parents I want to divorce, they said, the first thing that they said is what people are going to think. They didn't ask me what happened. They didn't ask me if I'm happy or not happy. They just said what people are going to think. You just got married 2 weeks ago. I did not care what people will think. I cared about my happiness. And that was the moment, that happened 3 years ago nearly. That was the moment when I decided that I'm changing my life completely. I'm not listening to those people anymore, and I'm not listening to hypocrites, and I'm not listening to people that live not the way that I want to live. Follow the advice of people that live the way that you want to live. You can't ask someone for directions, someone who hasn't been at your destination. It's quite logic, right? Not in this society, because people think that they know better. They've done it differently, it's a shit result, they want you to repeat it, and they still tell you that this is the way to do it. Crazy, right? And lie number 5, this is the most common thing that the society here and the system here does to you, is trying to convince you that marrying and having babies alone, just 2 things alone, is going to make you happy. Flash news, these things alone are not going to make you happy. Society here and systems here, they don't want you to be able to choose. They don't want you to be able to be independent, and they just don't want all of these things. They need for you to be the way that they want you to be. A function. Someone's server, someone's free advisor. Girls here are rushed to get married and have babies ASAP, yet they're not taught how to choose the right man. Girls here are rushed to do all of these things, yet no one wants to give them protection or some sort of security. Because here, the man can do anything that he wants, and the woman is just a supporting role, and she is not allowed to ask, she's not allowed to question, she is not allowed to say that she doesn't like something. She is the woman, and she is made for this. These are the lies that they tell you, being raised as an Eastern European woman. And Tatiana here, your Slavic bestie, will share with you all the harsh realities. Follow me on Instagram, follow me here, don't forget to support. Let me know in the comments where are you from and the ways and the lies that you were raised with. I'm curious. Let's get to know each other and have a lovely day. Bye!